Hello everyone, welcome to day 2 of the summer 2024 NABC Robot Individual. Individual, actually. Nice misspelling. But day 1, yesterday, we actually had a pretty good set overall. I think we got a little bit unlucky on a couple of the boards, where, for one reason or another, we just got a really poor result. But we ended up with a pretty nice set, and that means that we're actually within contention of winning the thing, at least after day 1. We're going to have to put together a couple more days at about the same, 69, 70, 71 or so, but we might be able to pull it off this time. Hopefully, fingers crossed, right? So we're currently sitting in 13th. The leader yesterday scored 72.5. But it's hard to keep that up. So we do have quite a bit of competition. Actually, in fact, a few friends of mine on the list. Sean Gannon, I don't think he plays all that much anymore, maybe just online. Leo Lasota sitting in 8th. And I don't remember this guy. Is this some sort of junior player from the Discord? But quite a few names that I also recognize on the list. Alex Perlin up here, sitting in 4th place, of course. And I think this is Rajath, who popped in a couple of times to say hello during the US team trials or maybe the Euro trials, or both. Newer viewers actually doing quite well in the event overall. But I have checked to make sure that our microphone's on. Taking a look at our percentage scores from yesterday, we actually had 4 100% boards, but 3 boards that were basically zeros. And I think a handful of those, even though you might not have got to hear my comments about them, especially the 3 hearts doubled one, that felt like a board where on like 95% of the layouts of the cards, we were going to be earning a top score on the board, and just that one layout that we ran into where there was a ton of distribution and our partner kind of fit our hand well for offense, but not for defense. The opponents just had the right honors and right fit to make it. So that was disappointing. Obviously 5-no down 3, a little bit disappointing. Our partner should have just passed 3-no trump with their cards, but we got a little bit too high. And then 4 spades down 3, where we had misguessed the hearts towards the end of the play. All a little bit sad, but we did get, as I said, 4 100% boards, 7 hearts making 7 was a complete top. 6 no trump making 6 was a complete top. 3 hearts doubled down 1, where we had counted to 4 defensive tricks, ace, king of spades, spade ruff, and our ace of clubs. We just need partner to have 1 more trick. That was a top, as well as 4 spades making on board 6. I don't even remember that one. But quite a few high 90s, 97, 91, 97, 91 for some of the other results. So overall, we're going to try and kind of keep the momentum rolling. We're going to be playing the similar, I know you didn't hear this at the start of yesterday's set, but like the 13 to 17 no trumps, maybe good 13 to 17. Sometimes we'll bypass our major suits to just throw a little bit of wrench into the auction and cause a bit of a divergence from the field action, and then hopefully we'll be able to capitalize on this divergence by, some sort of deductive reasoning about what the field's going to get to and how they're going to play their contract and try and beat them. So let's get into day 2. We got 24 more boards today, 24 tomorrow, and hopefully we can come out on top. Partner opens a diamond, and we have a bunch of garbage. It's a 15 count, but the spade suit is very weak. So a couple of points to talk about on hands like this. One, let's talk about slam bidding. in general. If you're thinking about bidding a slam, you should avoid bidding bad suits. Now, given that we have 15, and even if this wasn't a best hand tournament where our partner was limited to 15 highs, I would always bid a spade. Because we shouldn't be thinking about slam immediately, given that our partner's just opened the bidding. We have 15, partner could have 12. We're just looking for the best game. In that case, we want to find our fits. So if we have an 8 or 9 card spade fit, it's probably a good idea to play in 4 spades, as opposed to 3 no trump. But when it comes to slams, you don't want to bid bad suits, because you could have 12 top winners and 6 no trump, but in a suit contract, they might either get a ruff, or you might just lose a couple of trump tricks to a very bad trump split that you wouldn't otherwise have to deal with in a no trump contract. So if we were thinking about, headed towards a slam, it might even be reasonable to start this auction with a 2 club bid, as opposed to 1 spade. Now, in the best hand format, given that partner's limited to 15 highs, as we have 15, and our hands are a little bit misfitting, at least as of right now, we have a singleton and partner suit, I think slam is pretty unlikely. So then the question kind of becomes, would I rather bid a spade now, likely hear my partner bid a no trump, and eventually land in 3 no trump from my partner's side? Or would I rather bid something else right now? I could even just bid 3 now. 13 to 15 highs, stoppers in the other suits, basically. I think it's probably a little bit too committal to bid 3 no trump. So if I wanted to do something other than bid 1 spade, I think 2 clubs is probably the way to go. For one thing, I might still be able to declare the no trump, which looks like the right thing to do from our side. We expect that a heart lead is probably going to be most productive for the opposition. And so getting a heart lead into my ace queen would be a lot better than getting a heart lead through my ace queen. So I kind of like the 2 club bid for that reason. The real question is, how do I feel about potentially missing a big spade fit? Let's say I bid 2 clubs. If partner bids 2 diamonds, I could bid 2 spades, but I think this kind of is now falling back on the problem that I was hoping to avoid with the 1 spade bid originally, which is that partner's very likely to bid a no trump. And then we're going to get to play no trump from the wrong side. Obviously, if we bid a spade and partner raises spades to either the 2 or maybe the 3 level if we get lucky, we could investigate a slam. We'll have a 9 card spade fit, so the fact that our trumps are really bad is a little bit mitigated. And our hand is kind of slam-oriented if we can find a big fit somewhere, like in either spades or clubs. If partner has a singleton spade, we have the singleton diamond, and clubs could be a winning suit to play in. I think I'm going to give it a shot. Let's bid 2 clubs. And I think my plan is basically that if partner bids 2 diamonds, I will bid 2 no trump, or I will bid some number of no trump, I guess. And we'll go from there. That seems reasonable. So I think I'm going to bid 2 no trump. I kind of hate that they say 2 no trump denies a 4-card major, but again, I'm trying to avoid this problem where I bid 2 spades and partner bids 2 no trump and then they lead a heart through me. But this is probably fine. I'll bid 2 no. We'll deny the spade fit. hopefully we get a heart lead, and hopefully that's enough to just let us score a bunch of tricks and no trump. Partners bid 3 diamonds. I'll bid 3 no, I guess. Kind of completing this plan. Okay, we get a heart lead. Oh. I'm sorry, partner. Let's, can we go back to that hand the other day where the robot held 2 aces and a queen jack 10-6, then they didn't open at the 1 level? This was the one where I got to 4 spades and then misguessed the heart suit and went down 3 when they let a heart through the king jack at the end of play. Like, is that hand really worse than this hand? I mean, partner opened this one. Sure, this is 6-4, but there's no aces. The diamond suit's pretty weak. And, I mean, king, queen, doubleton is a pretty bad holding. Anyway, well, there is some positive news for us. One of the big positives is the robots think that we only have 3 spades on this auction. Our 2 no trump bid denied as many as 4 spades. So I'm pretty confident that when they get in, they're just going to play spades until they can't play spades anymore, which is, I believe, good for us. Because that'll help us set up our spade suit. So let me think about how I want to play this hand. I do feel as if the robots are going to get manipulated into just playing spades as much as possible. And then I guess I'm hopeful at some point I'll be able to get back to my hand in clubs and run the spade suit. I mean, if I don't set up spades, what happens? I'll probably take 3 heart tricks, at least. I mean, maybe East happens to have king doubleton of hearts, like king 2 doubleton, and West has led from 10, 7, 6, 5. So we could win the king of hearts at trick 1, queen of hearts, heart to the 9, jack of hearts, and get 4 heart tricks eventually. But I think more likely I'm going to have 3 hearts. West will have led from king 4th. So we can win the 8 or something, or win the queen, go ace of hearts, heart towards the jack, eventually set up a 3rd heart trick, get over to the north hand in either diamonds or spades. It's still only 8 tricks, 3 hearts, 3 clubs, a spade, and a diamond. And given that I'm pretty convinced the robots are going to play spades and not clubs, I mean, mostly due to the auction, right? I started with 2 clubs, I've denied major suits, and whether or not I have a diamond fit, they're going to want to try and set up tricks in the spade suit as opposed to leading clubs through what is very clearly club length that I've kind of promised, right? If 2 of these spades were in the club suit, would they really want to be leading clubs? I think the answer is no. So yeah, it does seem correct to go after spades. Now, I wonder if I should win this heart potentially in my hand and lead a diamond at trick 2. That seems like a good plan. For one thing, if I can set up a diamond to pitch a club, or just score a diamond trick somehow, then I might end up not losing the 4 of clubs at the end of play. Anyway, let's see what happens when we play the 8 of hearts. I mean, if East doesn't cover, we're going to have some thinking to do. Okay. So the 6 of hearts shows up. Against human opposition, I don't think I would be able to attack spades myself, but I think against the robots, I'm going to be able to. Against human opponents, they would never think that I would be dumb enough to just, like, start leading the king, queen, doubleton of spades if I wasn't, like, trying to set up tricks in the suit myself. And so they would be very nervous then about playing spades themselves. They might work out to actually switch to clubs. But I don't think the robots are going to realize this until it's too late. So I think what that means is I would like to win the 8 of hearts in dummy and lead the king of spades. I could still attack diamonds. I mean, I could still win the queen of hearts and lead a diamond to the king. It seems very clear West has the king of hearts, so winning the 8 of hearts just, like, doesn't help me in any way. If West has the diamond ace, I really want to lead diamonds towards the king, queen, as opposed to leading the king of diamonds. Okay. I mean, if East has the diamond ace, so be it. East can win the ace, but East is just going to switch to spades, right? I mean, there's no way East switches to clubs, I don't think. Okay, let's hope that this works out. So I'm going to lead a diamond to the king to try and steal a diamond trick. Great. And now I'm going to switch to spades. And I mean, this is going to look like very, very strange to a human defender. But for the robot defenders, they're not going to think that this is weird at all, because you know, I mean, like, they just trust the auction, right? There's nothing that I've shown to them that makes them disbelieve the auction other than my line of play, but they don't take inferences about the line of play. So I think what we do now is we cross to our hand in clubs. I don't want to play heart because that's going to be a very revealing play. So we'll cross to our hand in clubs. East covers the 9 with the 10. And let's exit a spade. Hey, spades split, which is great news. Ooh, West switches to diamonds. I think I need to play low on this trick. So we've made our contract, right? We still have 2 clubs, a heart, and 2 spades in our hand, and as long as we play low here, we will lose at most 2 more diamonds from here. So I'm pretty sure I'm happy with the way that this has turned out. Oh my god. The ace of diamonds just pops up. I'll pitch a club. If I pitch a heart, the opponents are gonna realize that they need to keep clubs. If I pitch a club, though, they might not realize that I have another heart left in my hand. So when East returns, say, a club here or something, I'm gonna be able to just run all of my black suits, and maybe the Jack of Hearts will cash at the last trick if one opponent believes I still have more clubs in my hand. Well, West gets the Heart King, but plus 400, it feels like this has to be a really strong result on this deal. Could we have been beaten? I think the answer is yes, that they could beat us if they ended up attacking the entry to our spades earlier. But it's really hard for them to realize that because they believe that spades are like their source of tricks. They each thought their partner had 5 spades, which is another reason why you should lead 4th best against no trump. If West had 5 spades, West should have been leading a spade. If East had 5 spades, East should have been winning the diamond ace and returning a spade or something like that. So plus 400 feels like an okay result. I think the field is going to get to 3-0 because Robot North is always opening a diamond and South is always going to game force. And then the real question is just going to be, can you make it and how many tricks do you end up taking? 3-3 diamonds is a good start for Declare, as well as the 3-3 spades. So I think there's a decent chance that 3-0 trump is going to make at a lot of tables. But I still feel pretty happy that we went plus. Got 15 count here, unbalanced. We're very happy to open a no trump. Partner bids 3-0. Hopefully they don't lead 4th best from their longest and strongest. They do. Okay. So this isn't too bad for us because we have a ton of tricks off the top. So it's only going to be a bad thing if East is able to win. If East has like ace queen 9 or ace queen jack or whatever spades and West has the diamond ace to get back in, East will win this first trick, play a diamond through, get another spade through, and they'll run a bunch of tricks. The bad news is that if East has the diamond queen, players who end up in hearts are probably going to do better. And most of the field is going to open our hand a heart. So I guess we have a couple of options. One option is I could just play the king of spades at trick 1. If the king of spades holds, I could then run hearts and maybe clubs and eventually concede 3 diamond tricks, but I would take 10 tricks. And then if the diamond queen is offside in heart contract, well, players could lead a spade up to the king to pitch a diamond. I suppose they would have a diamond guess, maybe. Anyway, I'm just trying to beat pairs who get to 4 hearts when they have like a favorable diamond position. And I think one way to do that is to fly king of spades and hope that the ace is onside. But I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to play low at trick 1. Like, East certainly might not realize if they have a holding like ace queen 9 of spades, they might put in the queen, which would be at least somewhat positive for us. Then we would have a spade stopper. And I think it's very possible that that East might just win the opening lead with some sort of spade card and not realize that they should be playing the suit back. It's a pretty typical robot thing, especially when their partner doesn't lead 4th best from their longest and strongest suit. So let's put in the 8. I'm not too thrilled about the contract we've ended up in, but maybe we can navigate something along the way. Okay. That was a long tank jack of spades. Now the 9 of clubs switch. All right. There's, I think, a couple of takeaways from this 9 of clubs switch, because a diamond switch looks pretty obvious from the East side. So I believe that means that East has the diamond ace, which is good for us, because that means West doesn't have another entry to put a spade through, at least not immediately. West might have the diamond queen. This also picks up the club suit, which is great. Because that 9 of clubs looks like it might be from 9 Doubleton. And so that means players who end up in a heart contract are going to have to rough the 4th round of clubs in dummy, which might just be impossible, depending on the layout of the heart suit. So, first things first, let's cover with the 10. Make sure that we set up our 4th club trick. West doesn't play the jack is a little bit weird. Okay, I'm kind of now flip-flopping a little bit. If East really led the 9 of clubs from jack 9... It still makes me think that East is likely to have the diamond ace. But okay, let's start out by playing a couple of hearts and find out how the heart suit splits. Okay, hearts have split. I really don't want to lead a diamond to the king right now. I think I'm gonna run 3 more hearts, which is of course a little bit revealing since it shows off that I have 5 hearts to both opponents as well as some extra high card points, the heart ace. But if I play a diamond to the king and West wins and then plays a spade through, I'm going to go down quite a few tricks, and I would like to at least get a little bit more information. Maybe West's first discard will be a high diamond, for example, and that would be somewhat revealing, showing off probably the diamond ace. Okay, so West has the spade ace. I think this is a pretty good indicator that East has the diamond ace. 5 of diamonds could be a low spot card, so that's also good for us. Yeah, now West confirms their diamond signal by pitching low-high on the diamond suit. So I think I'm happy to now play a club to the ace and a diamond up to the king as my plan. Okay. Whoa! Well, that was unexpected. I mean, I'm glad I ended up taking this line of play to lead diamonds up. Man, if East had just played low on that diamond, I would not have guessed it. So West was trying... See, this is one of the things about the robot signaling, that sometimes they themselves get confused on their signal, right? On the 3rd round of hearts, West pitched the 9 of spades. Sure, positive attitude, West has the spade ace. We expected that. On the 4th round of hearts, West pitched the 5 of diamonds. Now, from West's perspective, this was an encouraging card because they could have pitched the 4 of diamonds. Fine, you know. But then on the 5th round of hearts, West pitched the 7 of diamonds, which is very confusing. West thought that they had already given their signal, but as it turns out, signals are only interpreted as relative to other spot cards that you could have played. So when West pitches diamonds 5 of diamonds 7, the first diamond is low, Therefore, their partner, whoever that is, robot in this case, but sometimes it's us, the human, is going to be confused about the signaling method. West should have pitched 5 of diamonds, 4 of diamonds if they wanted to convey a positive diamond signal. Anyway, so it threw me off a little bit, but fortunately East put up the diamond queen on the first round of the suit, which was really helpful. All right, we got 19 here. We got 5-card suit. I'm happy to upgrade this one. I think it's close overall, but going with our theme of just trying to mix things up a little bit and create a divergence from the field. Happy to open this one 2-no. Okay. Well, all right. Heart opening lead. So the 2 of hearts. Hearts are 4-4, or maybe West is led from 3 small. Let's see what card East plays to the first trick, and then I will think for a second. East plays the queen. In a real game, and by real game I mean with human opponents, it might even be tempting to play low on this trick. I'm not going to do it with the robots. I think I should play a high diamond at trick 2 just to test the diamond suit. If the diamonds aren't coming in, then I can actually set up 2 diamond tricks by ducking a diamond, whereas knocking out the heart king would only set up 1 trick on the side. And I think more importantly is the 10 of hearts might win the trick in dummy. It shouldn't. If West has the king, and they should know East doesn't have the jack of hearts based on the trick 1 play. But I think it's possible that the 10 of hearts will hold. I mean, even if West does have the king, they might duck this trick to kind of protect against hearts being 4-4 in our hand, 3-2 around the table, preserve communication. And that way, if West actually shows out on a high diamond, I can take a diamond finesse. Yeah, I think I should win. It's a little bit too dangerous to leave East on lead. For one thing, East might just have a natural switch to clubs, whatever their holding is, like ace 5th or something. Small club seems like a good switch from that holding. And secondly, yeah, I do want to cash a high diamond. Also, like, it might be the case that West just has the heart king. And then if I duck, it goes heart to the jack and king, and then they knock out the hearts, and I have no chance at 8 tricks. All right, let's lead the king of diamonds. Okay. Well, we're probably not making this one, which is a little bit disappointing, because the field, when they open a diamond with our 19, I don't know if they're going to end up playing 1 diamond, but it seems pretty likely that they're going to find a diamond fit somehow and compete to a diamond part score. And in diamonds, they're going to lose a diamond, 2 clubs, a heart, and 2 spades. Oh. So 1 diamond might be the limit. And if they end up getting a little too high, I mean, I don't know what the opponent's hands look like. East obviously has a diamond void. So if it does go a diamond pass, East might reopen with double. We bid a no trump. The opponents find their club fit, or heart fit even. Actually, I'm starting to have some glimmers of hope about the results on this one. Anyway, we get a club pitch from East, which I think is good. East is likely pitching a winner on this trick. I'm going to continue a diamond right now. Low diamond. West is going to win. And then I think West is pretty likely to just continue 2 more rounds of hearts. So we'll be up to 7 tricks. East has pitched another club, which is great. Oh, the King, Queen of Hearts were on side. All right, we're up to 7 tricks. I think this is probably the best we're going to end up doing, unfortunately. But we can try. We can definitely try. Let's pitch a... East started with 4 hearts, no diamonds. I mean, East's most likely shape was 4-4-0-5. That would explain pitching 2 clubs as well. Because they're worried about pitching a spade given that dummy has 4. Pitch a club, and let's run the diamond suit. There's a spade pitch from East. Club from West. East pitches their heart. So East is down to 3 clubs and 2 spades, and West is down to a stiff spade, a heart, and 3 clubs. I think I'm just getting one more trick, but I wonder what happens if I lead a club. Like, is it at all possible? No, there's just no chance. I'm just going to cash my ace of spades. And they've got the rest. Okay. Down 1. So I don't know how this is going to score again. What do the opponents make? Let's take a look at what the opponents might actually make on this one. They have a spade loser, 2 heart losers. That might be it. Can they make 4 hearts? So if it does start a diamond pass, which I think is somewhat likely, East is going to reopen with a double. I don't know what the field's going to do with the south hand. I think bidding a no trump is probably the right thing to do. I don't recommend it with all 18 to 19 balanced hands here to bid a no trump after auctions like this, because it's frequently going to be the case that the suit you've opened has a big stack behind you, kind of as it does here. But this hand has a lot of trick-taking power, which is one of the reasons why I actually do like the upgrade to 2-0 on the 19 count with the good 5-card diamond suit and a bunch of quick tricks on the outside. And then if we do bid a no trump, I don't know what West is going to do over that. I mean, I think West should bid 2 hearts, but I have no idea what the robots are thinking most of the time. So I think it's possible East-West can get to a part score and end up going plus more than 50. I think it's also possible that North-South might buy it at a very low level, like a no trump or even 1 diamond, and end up making the contract. So I guess we'll just have to see at the end how that one does, but I feel okay about the result. 3 passes around us. We have a balanced 12 count. I'm going to open a club. I'm still not a huge fan of opening the wrong minor in the robot games. Even if we're trying to swing a little bit, it just feels like that doesn't really do the swinging bit. It just kind of randomizes the scores. Sometimes you get a top and sometimes you get a bottom, and you have very little control over it. And I want to be in control. So I'm going to open a club. My plan is basically to just pass whatever partner does. If partner bids a diamond, we'll think about it. Partner bids a heart. I mean, technically we should raise, but I might end up passing because it's a silly robot game. Partner bids a spade, we'll pass, and obviously if partner bids a no trump, we'll pass. Okay, we get a diamond overcall, a heart from partner, 2 diamonds on our right, so we get to bid 2 hearts. We have 4 card support. We get a spade lead. Wow, the opponents have missed a 10 card diamond fit somehow. I mean, they found it, but they never bid again. Which tends to mean that the imbalance in number of diamonds that have been shown is evenly distributed. So West having shown 5 and East having shown 3, given that there's 2 missing diamonds, they both probably have 1 extra. So West is pretty likely to have 6, and East is pretty likely to have 4. No guarantee, but that's just the percentage that we're going to roll with. In terms of missing high cards, West probably has a decent number. I guess we're about to find out where the Spade King is at trick 1. Let's do that. Let's play low to start with. Okay. So Spade goes around to the 10 and Queen. I guess we don't know who has the King of Spades anymore, given that West's stuck in the 10. We have a diamond loser. We don't exactly know what's going on in the club suit, but East didn't lead from club shortness, which is, I guess, a good thing. So no club roughs happening, at least not immediately. I guess it makes sense to just start trying to pull trumps. I don't really see anything else to do, so let's run the 10 of hearts. If we're going to pick up the trump suit for 0 losers, we need East to have ace-jack, or king-jack 3rd, king-jack 4th, I guess. Okay. 10, jack, queen, king. West switches to the jack of diamonds, which is an interesting card, because we would expect West to switch from an honor sequence. So maybe this is like king, jack, 10, 6th of diamonds is possible. Jack of diamonds, king of diamonds. Could be. King, jack, 10, 6th. We will rough. Okay. So we have a bit of a decision to make. If the jack of diamonds really is king, jack, 10, 6th, which I don't know. I mean, maybe West is just playing the jack from king, queen, jack or something, or even ace, king, queen, jack. In terms of high cards, East will have turned up with the ace, queen of diamonds, the jack of hearts. If they had the club king, that would give them a 10 count. And East might have been a little bit more aggressive in the bidding, especially given that we think East has 4 diamonds. Or maybe West does just have like king, queen, jack of diamonds, king of hearts. Then they couldn't have the king of spades or king of clubs. Otherwise, that would be 12 highs, and they would have opened the bidding in first seat. So it's actually starting to look as if either way, East does have like a 10 count with at least 4-card diamond support, which is very strange. You would expect East to have done something a little bit more with 4-card, like effectively a mixed raise. So is it possible West has 7 diamonds? I guess. But then why would West just pass out 2 hearts with 7-card diamond suit? They found a 10-card fed and they just passed. Something's not really adding up. Either way, I think what I want to do now is I want to play a club to the jack immediately. Let me think about this for a second. If trumps are 3-2, I could obviously get away with losing at most one more trick here by cashing the 9 of hearts and then playing a heart to the ace and then just playing ace of clubs club. I would like to take the club finesse. And again, I think it's impossible that East has a singleton club, otherwise they would have let it. Could East have a club void? They would be like... I wasn't paying attention to the spade spots. Is it possible East has 6 spades? 6-3-4-0 in shape? I mean, again, they should probably be a bit more aggressive in the auction. I think it's impossible East has a club void, so I suppose what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play a club to the jack. The reason I don't want to play, for example, a heart to the ace and a heart to the 9 is hearts could be 4-1. And if I do that and then I take a losing club finesse, West is going to get in and play a diamond. I'm going to have to ruff, and the opponent's going to have trump control. So I'm going to end up not taking very many tricks on that line of play. And similarly, if I cash the 9 of hearts and take a club finesse, that's probably safe. But it feels equally safe to just lead a club to the jack right now. I mean, again, under the assumption that East doesn't have the singleton club, it's always fine to lead a club immediately. So let's do it. Okay. 8 of clubs, jack of clubs, West plays low. I think we're pretty confident that the king of clubs is onside at this point. So let's play a heart to the 9. Even if the trumps split badly, we can then pull 2 more rounds of trumps with the ace and 8. Spade to the ace, then take a club finesse. Jack of spades, just for safety, we expect West to cover. And now even if somehow magically West started with king third of clubs and East has a singleton, our 9 of spades would be high. So plus 200. Yeah, East had a 10 count with 5-card diamond support and never took another call in the auction, which is absolute lunacy. Happy we got to our heart part score. Obviously, we do happen to make game when the layout is as friendly as this. All of the spades on side, the king of clubs in the pocket, trumps 3-2 with one of the honors on. But Happy with plus 200. I kind of expect the field to get that result as well, so that might be close to average. Pass, and we have 14. So I'm happy to open a no trump. Kind of what we talked about. This is just adding a little bit of variance into the final contracts, and then hopefully we can take advantage of that variance and play the contract a bit better than the field to get a better score. So let's do it. Partner has transferred to spades. Oh my god. Well, I'm gonna super accept. My hand has become enormous when it comes to a spade contract. I like the way the auction's gone so far. We get to declare the hand as opposed to partner. If we had opened a club, partner would have bid 1 spade, and we would have bid 2 or 3 spades, depending on what we felt like. But then East would be on lead and might be able to like lead a heart through the ace-jack. So there's no real lead that necessarily hurts us from our hand's perspective, which is nice. Tends to be the case if we have most of the missing high cards. I guess I'm gonna super accept by bidding. I could bid 3 diamonds to show diamond shortness. It's probably the technical bid to make with this type of hand. The alternative is we could just bid 3 spades to show. I like how all the super accepts promise exactly 17 high card points. Like, it's as if we can't have a good hand with 4 trumps and a 15 or 16 count when partner transfers. I kind of like the 3 diamond bid because it might push the opponents towards a round suit lead, and it looks like either a heart or a club. Well, a club can be scary. The opponents might get a club rough. Maybe I shouldn't tell them about my diamond shortness. We should just bid 3 spades. I mean, another thing the diamond sort of splinter shortness bid could do is it might get them off to a trump lead, which looks like a pretty good lead from our perspective. Well, sorry. It looks like they would be making a good lead for the defense from what we can tell about the hand. So yeah, I think I'm just going to super accept with 3 spades, not give anything away. Partners bid the game. We'll see how we did. First thing we want to find out is the field going to be in this contract? Not the whole field. There are definitely players in the field who will open this a club, here partner bid a spade, and our hand will bid 2 spades. And I don't think the north hand is good enough to bid over 2 spades in that auction. So there will be players playing in a part score, which means that just making a game would be a nice result for our side. Now, I guess the alternative of partner declaring 4 spades from their side, a club, a spade, 3 spades, which would be the maybe second choice of the field players, would fetch 4 spades from north, and then we don't know what East is going to lead, but it's probably not going to be a trump. I think this is really good for us, because this trump lead, I'm hoping it's a singleton 7. That would be awesome. We can pick up king 10 third in East's hand after this lead. We can pitch a club on the second round of hearts and effectively just plan to rough 1 diamond. Oh, sorry. Well, we can pitch a club, but then we're going to need to score 3 club tricks to pitch a diamond loser since we can only rough 1 diamond. Or maybe the queen of hearts falls in 3 rounds. Anyway, let's start off by winning the opening lead. Yeah. West made a big mistake at trick 1, so we're already ahead of the field, I think. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't get the trick back, but the field is going to play a spade to the queen and cash the ace and lose a spade trick. they're then going to be able to ruff 2 diamonds. So if clubs turn out to be splitting badly, like if East has a small singleton, then they're pretty likely to gain the trick back against us because they'll be able to score both diamond ruffs. But for now, I think I'm pretty happy. Let's cross to... I imagine the Heart King is probably the card to cross to. It's a little bit safer to cross in diamonds, much less likely to be a diamond void. I mean, pretty unlikely to be a heart void anyway. Hearts would have to be 8-0. But I kind of want to preserve that ace of diamonds for later in case something interesting happens, like there might be some sort of communication in the diamond suit for a squeeze. So heart to the king, spade to the queen, pull the last trump. And then I guess the plan is... heart ruff, club to the queen, see what happens, then we'll think. 4, 3, king, 5. So the 2 of hearts is missing. We know that one of the robots is trying to signal high-low, and the other one just didn't feel like they could afford a high spot. All right, West pitches a diamond. We'll pull the last trump. There's a club discard. So now we're in pretty good shape in the club suit. Which I think means it's just safe to lead a high club out of hand. Clubs could still be 5-0. Like, East could have started with a club void, and West still has ace-10, whatever, in the suit. But this will get the hand over with faster. So now we know everything splits. Can win the ace. And take the rest. 680. Feels like our no trump opener kind of randomly won us the board there because we ended up getting to declare, and that got West off to a absolutely ludicrous lead of a stiff spade. But on the surface, from just our hand, it looked like a trump lead was going to be a good start for the defense, but it gave away the trump position. So happy with the way that one ended up. Board 6. East passes. We'll open a heart. We have 11. It's a best hand tournament, so partner's limited to 11. But I don't see any reason to not open this hand, so... Whoa! Okay. So partner is a maximum over there, and 4 trumps. Oh, boy. Our minor suits have a lot to be desired from them. Unfortunately, this is a hand where we're either just going to have 9 or 10 tricks once dummy comes down. I mean, sometimes we'll have 8. I guess sometimes we'll have 11. But it's like, if partner has the Queen of Hearts, that card is useless to us. The King of Hearts would be great. King of Diamonds would be great. The King of Clubs would be useless. Short Spades would be great. Queen Third of Spades would be really bad. It's all over the place, and it does feel like it's almost like a 50-50 toss-up as to whether or not game is going to make. And it also kind of feels like there's not going to be much to the play. So one alternative consideration is what happens if we pass this hand? Because some players in the field might pick this hand up and say, it's not a good 11, and they'll just pass. Or they'll count to 11 and say, that's not enough to open in bidding, and pass. Some players might preempt. If we open 2 hearts, what is partner going to do with 4-card trump support and some values? Partner might bid 4 hearts. Which I guess is not great for us. That means that we kind of need to make a decision, is game making or not. I think I'm just going to pass. I'm concerned about having such weak trumps because that means, like partner's gonna sit over there with like king queen jack fourth of hearts and be like, this is a pretty good heart holding, right? Like the jack of hearts maybe not counting as much, but king queen fourth, they're gonna think that those are really important and valuable and providing tricks. And in reality, the queen of hearts is not great. So given that partner has 4 out of the 7 missing hearts, it's somewhat likely that they have heart values. Additionally, it's just a bit of a toss-up as to whether or not partner has fitting cards in the minors, right? Like diamond cards are good and club cards are bad, and it's really just like a 50-50 coin flip there. So it's starting to sound as if 4 hearts might be a little bit anti-percentage based on my cursory thinking here, which makes me believe that I should just pass. A small secondary consideration is, I said short spades would be good in partner's hand. West had the opportunity to overcall spade if they had a 5-card suit. West did not. So that makes it, infinitesimally more likely that partner has some spade length over there. Okay. Don't feel great about it. What would I do in like a normal match point field? I honestly don't know. I think this is a really close decision in a normal match point field. I would probably bid the game though. I think that would be my normal decision. So let's pass here and hope that we do okay. Well, partner does have spade length, and that's really bad for us. Partner doesn't have heart values, which is what we were worried about. Partner does have a bad club card, the king of clubs, but the king of diamonds is really helpful. Spade lead is going to pick up the spade suit for us. Yeah. I think I'm going to lay down the ace of hearts at trick 2. The spade lead could be singleton, so I don't want to try and find a way over to dummy, if I even could. Let's put in the 9 of spades first. Yeah, I don't want to try and find a way over to dummy to lead and run the jack of hearts. I also don't want to lead a low heart. East might be able to win a singleton honor and give partner spade rough, so we'll just lay down the ace of hearts. Okay. Let's try club to the king. Unsuccessful. It's too bad. Whoops. They get a trick. Their high trump. Spade lead was even from a doubleton. It's possible that people will go down in the game. Like maybe if we had bid 4 hearts, West wouldn't lead a spade, and then you're on a spade guess for the contract. Maybe. I guess it's possible. You can get 2 minor suit discards for both your spade losers. That feels like a below average result, sadly. Partner really had a pretty good hand for us, and yet game still wasn't perfect. We needed the trumps to split and needed to pick up the spade suit. All right, we got 17 here. We'll open a new trump. I'll pass. Spade lead. We probably have an entry to dummy in the club suit. So I think my first plan is going to be to knock out the spade ace. And then I'm going to try and lead clubs up towards the jack 10 twice. I'm trying to think. There are some obscure layouts of the cards where it's probably correct to play the jack of spades at trick 1. Like if East had something like queen 9 doubleton of clubs, we could win the jack of spades and lead the jack of clubs and pick up the club suit for 3 tricks. But I think I'm just going to knock out the spade ace and play on clubs later. The opponents are pretty likely to switch to hearts, given the heart suit and dummy. So that doesn't concern me as much as a diamond switch. It's going to be really hard for them to figure out to switch to diamonds looking at that jack 4th over there. All right. 3, 4, 2. At least we know spades are 4, 2. West having 4, or maybe spades are 3, 3 with West having 3. So let's unblock the spades, just in case it happens to be like ace doubleton over here in the east. Ooh, look at that. We do have an entry. And as expected, they do switch to hearts. Now this heart switch could be from almost anything. It could be ace-jack 9 as some sort of surrounding play, hoping their partner has the king and I have the queen. It could just be jack empty, like jack doubleton or jack third even, trying to pin the 10 if their partner has like ace queen 9 fourth. But whatever it is, it's good news for us because that means we're setting up some extra heart tricks. So I will cover the jack with the queen because everyone knows that I have that card. Two of hearts back to the 10, 4. Okay. So East has turned up with ace doubleton of spades. West led from 4 small. Not that surprising for the robots. And West has turned up with ace. We don't know what's going on in the heart suit, but West returned the deuce. I'm just trying to think about how I want to play the club suit. I guess I'm just going to lead the jack and run it. That looks like the most natural thing to do. Okay, good start. The 9 of clubs comes back. Oh my god. I might make the rest of the tricks from here. Okay. We have some chances, right? So we can cash 2 clubs. I could cash the king of hearts. I think I'm not going to. I don't want to reveal the heart position to the opposition, especially since I opened a no trump. They don't know what my count is on any of the suits. So I'm just going to cash 2 clubs and then cash 2 spades pitching a diamond and then come back to the diamond ace. Hopefully whoever has the 9 of hearts, it's either already falling or they won't work out what to do. Cashing the heart king is a little bit better in terms of single dummy play because then the squeeze that might happen will be automatic. If East has the 9 of hearts, then East might get squeezed in diamonds and hearts. But I think I like this plan a little bit better, especially against opponents that might not defend as optimally as they otherwise should. I'm also somewhat convinced that West has the 9 of hearts. So for that reason, I would rather not cash the heart king because the squeeze against West just doesn't work. I don't have the entries for it. There's a heart pitch from East. Yeah, West had the 9 of hearts the whole time. Ace 9 fourth. Plus 150 though. Probably not too bad. I mean, this was horrible defense from our opponents, at least from a double dummy perspective. Maybe someone will make 180 there. Or maybe it'll just be flat. We got a 20 count again, so we'll open 2 no trump and 4th seat. These are not the hands that I want to be seeing. Okay. 4 of hearts lead. I mean, I'm going to win this trick, and then I'm going to test the club suit. And assuming everything's good in clubs, I'm going to take a diamond finesse. A little bit risky. Obviously, they could switch to spades, and spades could be 5-3. I mean, West could easily have 5 spades and just forgot to lead them at trick 1, and I lose a trick. But if they don't switch to spades, or if spades are 4-4, I can just pitch my 2 heart losers. So it's not that costly to try the diamond finesse, and obviously if the king is on side, we do want to be taking the hook. 4-7 queen. I'll win the ace. All right, first things first, let's test the clubs. Ace of clubs. Eight of clubs from West, so now that we have the 10 and 7, we might need to take a club finesse against East. Nope. All right, we'll play a diamond to the queen. Loses. Get a spade switch. Not great. East returns the jack of clubs. Okay. 9 small ace in the spade suit. 9 small ace. I have no idea what's going on in spades. I mean, did West lead the 9 of spades from King Jack 9 here? Like King Jack 9-8? And East had Ace Queen 4th or something? Won the ace and didn't play it back? It's weird that East wouldn't switch back to hearts. But all right, let's run some clubs. The opponents might be concerned about pitching from a 3-card diamond holding, looking at the diamond suit and dummy, so they might hold on to all their diamonds here. There's the 8 of spades from West. And the 5 of spades. So yeah, West started with King Jack 9-8 5th, I think, in the spade suit and didn't lead them. It's another heart pitch from East. Okay. Let's try and think what cards the opponents have come down to. I believe West is down to King Jack doubleton of spades and East has Queen doubleton remaining. I think West has a diamond and East has 2 diamonds. And so West is down to Jack doubleton of hearts, King Jack doubleton of spades, a singleton diamond, and East has Queen doubleton of spades, a doubleton diamond, and a singleton heart. So I actually have a couple of possibilities that might be interesting right now. Assuming I'm right about the layout of the cards, I wouldn't be risking anything by trying either one. So one possibility is I could cash the diamond ace and exit a low spade. And if West's Jack of spades wins the trick, West is going to get end played into leading into my King 10 of hearts. So East would have to overtake this. The Jack of spades with their queen. And then they could cash a diamond. Ooh, actually, I really like this line of play now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, okay, let's follow. So is there any way to, like, click on cards and make them, like, appear here so that I can show what I'm talking about? So West's hand is king, jack of spades. I think. Jack, doubleton of hearts, and a singleton diamond. Those are the 5 cards. And East has queen, doubleton of spades, a singleton heart, and 2 diamonds, like jack, doubleton, or something. So if I cash the diamond ace, I strip West's diamond. I now exit a spade. West is going to play the jack. And if East plays low on this trick, West can cash the king of spades, but then is going to have to lead into my king 10 of hearts. So on the jack of spades, East will have to overtake with the queen. And now it's going to look to East like cashing their... I guess never mind. It doesn't actually matter. East will just overtake with the queen, cash a diamond, and then play a spade back, and I'll still get my king of hearts, but it's 8 tricks. The other alternative that I was considering is, what if I go king of hearts heart right now? I'll set up the last heart in my hand, the 10, and West will have to decide... No, West will figure out to go king of spades spade. They have a count on my shape from the 2-no opener. They'll also get a count on the heart suit. I could exit a low heart. Oh, wait a second. What if I exit a low heart? Or the 10 of hearts, just to be sneaky? West could win. And now West won't have a count on my shape. Ooh, okay, I think I'm onto something. I'm still not at risk of losing either the diamond ace or heart king. Yeah, I think I like this plan. Because now whoever wins the heart suit... Like, if East wins the heart... East might just return a diamond. They'll be afraid of leading a spade away from the queen, potentially giving me a spade finesse. And if West wins the heart suit, or the heart switch, West is going to be afraid of going king of spades spade, potentially setting up my queen. Ooh, okay. I think I like this plan. Let's try it. Low heart. So East wins. Plays back a spade to the jack. And West just cashes the king. That's too bad. All right, we get the last 2. So I suppose we'll never know if cashing the diamond ace and exiting a spade would have worked. Could have tried that instead. Plus 120. That's a little bit disappointing because we got to an end position that, you know, I expect the field to kind of reach, and then they would probably just cash out their 8 tricks. So we got back to par a little bit there. 2 passes. We have 15 count. We'll open no trump. Transferred hearts. We accept. Partner is a good hand. I think opposite 15 to 17s you should be inviting with major suits that have ace king fifth in them. Usually. You know, maybe not just ace king fifth and out, but here it's actually an 8 count. There are some nice spot cards, 9 of hearts, 9 of spades, 10 of diamonds. This looks like an invite to me. I'm happy partner didn't, though, because 2 hearts feels a lot more comfortable than 3 hearts on these cards. King of clubs lead, king from ace king. Let's see what happens the first couple of tricks. We will play low. 9 of diamonds switch. Interesting. Okay, first question. Should I ever cover with the 10 here? I'm not certain it matters. I mean, one good thing that can happen if I don't cover with the 10 is West has led from Jack 9-8, and they're like, oh, I'm going to be clever. I'm going to lead the 9 of diamonds. And East is like, okay, I have to play the queen anyway because they don't have the jack. So I think I'm going to play low. I mean, it could be Queen Jack Doubleton in East hand, for one thing. Yeah, let's play low and win the ace. And we have to decide how to handle the heart and spade suits. I mean, there's probably some technical play. I don't really enjoy doing the mathematics of this, but we'll think for a second about it. So playing the hearts for 0 losers, if we take 2 finesses, it's about 25%, 24, however you want to think of it. 1 in 4 chance. So that would be if we run the jack on the first round of the suit. And alternatively, we could play for Queen Doubleton, which would be 2/5 of the 3-2 breaks, and some other small chances on 4-1 breaks. So that would be, I mean, 2/5 of about 70% is like 28%. So it looks like playing for Queen Doubleton of Hearts is the better plan in the heart suit. And we also pick up some singleton queens. There's kind of an infamous defensive false card here. If West had Queen 10 Doubleton of Hearts, we lead a low heart. If they play the 10, we'll win the ace and cash the king next and bring the suit home. If they play the queen, though, we'll win the ace and play a heart to the 8, and we lose to Queen 10 Doubleton. It's kind of a well-known false card, actually. But then we have the spade suit to try and deal with one of our minor suit losers, and in that suit, I'm pretty certain it's right to take 2 finesses, but let's see, what are the odds of King Doubleton of spades in the East hand? It's definitely not as high as just taking 2 spade finesses. Also, even if East has King Doubleton, we lead the jack, king, ace, pull a second trump, and then run the 9, and we still have a discard on the 4th round of spades. So, okay, let's implement our plan. 9-6-3. So it does look like East has the Queen Jack of diamonds, or at least the jack. Win the king. Didn't like that. I was a little nervous on this 5 of hearts, but I was pretty sure West would split their honors. Man. Okay, that's unfortunate. Yeah, there's like almost a 2-trick swing. If I had started out by running the jack of hearts, we would have picked up the heart suit. Or at least been pretty close to picking up the heart suit for no losers. Alright, well, let's take the spade finesse now that we're here. I mean, it's possible that I need to lead the 8 of spades now. If spades are 3-3 and West started with a singleton diamond, then I do need to lead the 8 of spades. But that feels like way too big a position to take. I think I'm just going to play a spade to the 7. Spades have split. Let's try and pull a trump, I guess. Or maybe I should play a diamond to the ace now. Alright, diamond to the ace. Great. We at least get to pitch a loser. So we made 3. But could have done a little bit better if we had picked up the heart suit instead of just picking up the spade suit. It feels okay. Unfortunately, I think the field is going to do something quite similar on this one. Some people will do better. I think some people might do worse, but 140 feels pretty down the middle. 15 count again, we'll open a no trump. Accept partner's transfer, and partner never has a hand, do they? Club lead, we got duplicated wastage in the club suit. All of the honors that do nothing. I'm going to play low at trick 1 from hand. East will win the ace, but East won't know that they should play a club back. Instead, they might switch to diamonds or even hearts, and we might be able to ditch our club loser. Okay, East is going to win the king and probably cash another club now. Seven of hearts switch. I mean, I'll put in the jack or 10, I suppose. So with East having the ace king of clubs, I'm going to say it's almost impossible East has the ace of spades. So I think I want to play a spade to the 9 in my hand. That's the only way to pick up the spade suit for one loser when the ace of spades is offside. Play East for jack 10. Alright. First we'll play the 10 of hearts. West is going to cover. Come on, West, you can do it. Queen of hearts. Okay. That was a long tank, Queen of hearts. Is it possible that hearts are 6-1? God, that was a really long think. Oh, that long think really is making me a little bit nervous. Because if hearts are 6-1, and I play a spade to the 9, West might win cheaply and give East a heart ruff. And then I still have the ace of spades to lose. I mean, it's also possible that I play a spade to the 9, West wins, plays back a heart. It doesn't give up a ruff. But then I play the king of spades, West wins, and plays another heart, and now East overruffs the dummy. I mean, West is definitely winning this and returning a heart, right? It's only a really small chance that this works out. Also, East might have split their honors if they had jack 10 here, like jack 10 third. Because I don't have an obvious way to get back to the dummy. Yeah, let's just not do it. Let's play a spade to the king. I'm too concerned about the possibility of this, like, losing 3 trump tricks. Lay down the queen of spades. Oh my god! This is like 2 hands in a row! I hate it so much! Oh no! Well, the good news is we can pitch 2 diamonds, but we're still gonna lose 2 trumps and a diamond from here. Down 1. Could have played a spade to the 9. Oh, that feels bad. I almost did it, but I think we made the right play, ultimately. There were just way too many layouts where hearts were 5-2 or even 6-1. I mean, God, what was that long tank from West about whether to play the queen of hearts or not? That was crazy. But yeah, we could have played a spade to the 9 and done a trick better. That's really sad. 16 count here, 7-4 in the minors. We'll start with a club. A heart, overcall. 2 hearts, limit raise in clubs. Oh my god, 3 hearts by East. So partners shouldn't have as many as 4 spades, or they could have started with a negative double, and probably should have started with a negative double. The fact that we have 7 clubs makes it a lot less likely that partner has, you know, a long club suit over there, right? Like 6-card support or something. So I think it's somewhat likely that partner's a little bit balanced with a side diamond suit, which is very interesting to me, because that makes it much more likely that partner has some diamond values than wasted spade cards or wasted heart cards. I want to get some more information before I just take off and bid key card. Obviously, if partner shows 2 key cards and the diamond king, we can just bid a grand. Probably even 7 no trump. But I want to find out some info, because what's going to happen is if I bid key card, partner's very likely to show me 1, and that'll be the club king most of the time. And then we're going to need to fall back on them having the diamond king. And it's still possible they have a hand that's like, you know, king third, king queen third, 3 small, like king fourth or something. I think that's pretty unlikely. They should probably bid no trump with those types of hands. So maybe they're more likely to be something to the effect of king doubleton, like queen doubleton, 5 to the jack, and 4 to the king. I don't know. This is also pushing it. Maybe I should just bid key card. That'll simplify things. Because if I try and fiddle around too much, partner might bid 5 clubs and prevent me from bidding key card. Wait, can I handle key card responses? Let's just think about this for a second. I bid key card if partner has... We play 14-30, I think. Or is it 0-3-1-4? I forget. It doesn't say on the 4 no trump bid. You know what? Whatever. Let's bid key card. If partner has 0, so be it. We'll play in 6 clubs. Hopefully we can drop the stiff king offside. That's the plan. I would really like to know if partner has the king of hearts, though. Like, if partner's hand is king of hearts, king of clubs, king of diamonds, I want to play 6 no trump, right? King of hearts, king of clubs, king of diamonds. I mean, that's well within partner's range. They might have like a small doubleton spade and they were afraid of bidding no trump, which they probably shouldn't be with that holding, but no, let's just bid key card. Partner has 1, so I think we just bid 6 clubs. Partner's 1 is the heart ace. Okay. Well, so big decision is gonna be, do we take the club finesse? And I think the answer is gonna be no. The opponents are in a 5-4 heart fit. And they have no values. I mean, they have a bunch of queens and jacks. West didn't lead a high heart. Well, we'll win the ace. So West didn't lead a high heart. So West doesn't have the heart king. They don't have anything in diamonds, and they have very little in spades. I think West almost has to have the club king. It seems pretty likely to me that the king of clubs is protected in West's hand. So East will have a club void. But no guarantee. Either way, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to place the king of clubs with West. We'll lead the jack of clubs just in case East decides to cover from king doubleton. But but king of clubs was offside. 940. So we have all the tricks and no trump if we get there. Don't really want to be in 6-0 on this hand. 6 clubs was fine. But that means there's an opportunity for someone to do a little bit better on our cards if they do end up reaching either 6-0 trump or even 7 clubs. Board 12. Partner opens a heart. We get 2 no trump, unusual, showing both minors on our right. And we have a hand where we would like to make some forcing bids in the major suits. Do we want to show our spade suit? That's an interesting question right off the bat. I think the answer is yes. This is a hand that I imagine could play a lot better in spades than in hearts. And partner doesn't need all that much support for us. Like singleton king of spades might be good enough. Obviously like king doubleton or ace doubleton in the spade suit would be great. And of course, if partner has 3 of them, that would be ideal. So I think we should be able to bid 3 diamonds, showing a forcing hand with spades. Constructive, 4th suit. Huh? Is it forcing? Is there any way to force? Wait. Let's look at 4 level bids just to try and figure out what's going on. 4 clubs is a splinter with only 3 hearts. Weird. Same with 4 diamonds. 4 hearts is preemptive. 4 spades is strong rebiddable spades. So it looks to me like they want me to bid 4 spades with this hand. That's really not what I want to do. My spades aren't good enough that I want to play opposite a small singleton. I just kind of want to show some spades and then bid 4 hearts and then figure out where to go from there. I suppose I could splinter in diamonds if this really is what's going on. I don't want to tell them to lead clubs, because that might knock out a late entry to my spade suit if partner needs to pitch some losers in a heart contract. I would really like 3 spades to be forcing. Sorry, not 3 spades, 3 diamonds to be forcing. Constructive 4th suit. Wonderful. It says 10 or more points. I think I'm just going to bid 3 diamonds. I mean, I know it's forcing. I would just like it to show some actual values. But it does say 10 plus on the description. I think let's do it. This is the normal unusual over unusual convention. 3 clubs shows the lower ranking suit, 3 diamonds shows the higher ranking suit, and bidding the suits naturally is just some sort of competitive raise or competitive bid. 4 diamonds pass, so I will bid 4 hearts now. I have 3 hearts and 5 or more spades. And the idea is that partner should be able to work out why I went through this sequence. If I had really strong heart support, I would have just supported hearts immediately. So going through 3 diamonds should necessarily say that I would really like to find some sort of spade fit. It's probably more than 5 cards in the suit. But if you don't have a spade fit, then I'm fine playing in your suit. 5 diamonds by West, double by partner. I really don't like the way this auction has gone. If I was playing with a human partner, I might respect this, despite the diamond void. The hand just doesn't really fit very well unless we have a spade fit, or isn't going to play very well unless we have a spade fit, because whether or not they lead diamonds or clubs at trick 1, it's going to cut off a late entry to my hand, and we might have to fall back to like cross-ruffing diamonds and spades between the 2 hands to make a contract in hearts. With the robot partner, unfortunately, what I think is going on is they're just looking at my hand and seeing 12 plus high card points, and they have a bunch of high card points, and they're like, the opponents can't make 5 diamonds. they don't have any realization that my hand is fairly offensive for the way this auction has gone. So let me try and construct a hand, right? Because obviously West probably should have bid 5 diamonds directly over 3 diamonds. That would have put us in a bit of a trickier spot. And I mean, honestly, if it had gone 5 diamonds double pass, we would bid 5 hearts instantly. Partner doesn't know we have hearts yet. Maybe I should just treat it as if that's the way the auction has gone. Because here, although like we should be doing better by getting more information to each other, now partner knows we have hearts and spades, and presumably longer spades than just 5, even though it doesn't say so in the description. I don't think the robots have any understanding of like the feel of an auction, which is something that humans get from experience and logical reasoning. So let's say partner does have like some terrible hand over there for us. Let's give them singleton spade, 5 hearts, 4 diamonds, and 3 clubs. So partner's got like king, queen, 5th of hearts, a small singleton spade, the queen, jack, 4th of diamonds. It's an 8 count. And the ace, 3rd of clubs. We have 2 clubs, a heart. Probably a diamond trick. We'll beat it a couple. And how do we do in a heart contract? I mean, on the surface, we have 2 losers, a club and a spade, but they'll lead a diamond. We have to ruff. We play a spade. Spades might split 4-1. I mean, 5 hearts is just going down. Might even go down multiple. That's the hand that we should expect from partner for this kind of an auction. And in that case, yeah, we should be sitting for the double 5 diamonds. But I've seen the robots make these doubles all the time with just like, they don't understand offensive versus defensive potential of hands. They don't understand like offensive versus defensive auctions. And our auction has been very clearly offensively oriented, showing our side suit and then showing heart support. I think I'm going to bid 5 hearts, and I feel terrible about it because this is such a bad bid. But let's just see what they think 5 hearts shows. 4 trumps. 5 spades is a cute... Yeah, there's no way to get to spades anymore. It's really sad that this 3 diamond bid doesn't actually show spades in this type of an auction. They told us that we had to bid 4 spades with this hand. We ignored them because that would be an insane bid, and now there's no way to play in spades anymore. That's okay. I'm gonna bid 5 hearts. I mean, you have to make unilateral decisions playing with the robots sometimes, and this feels like a hand where I kind of have to decide what to do. So, great. 5 hearts got doubled. I don't like that. We had diamond lead. Okay. Well, some good news, some bad news. So, good news is we have actually a decent amount of play for this contract. Bad news is trumps are probably 4-0. But okay, let's rough this and lead a spade to the 10. I think if West gets in with the spade, they're just going to switch to clubs, which is fine for us. So let's think of the full line of play. We'll rough the opening lead. We lead a spade to the 10. West wins. They're going to play back a club. I'll go low, jack, king. We need to decide if we're then going to try and rough out the spades or if we're going to take a roughing finesse. It's starting to sound as if I might go down. I rough the opening lead. I lead a spade to the 10. West plays back a club. Goes around to the jack and king, and I lead a spade. If East has the remaining spade on her, and East is 5-5-3, so 3-0, 5-5 in shape. I don't have enough entries to rough out the spade suit. And so I'm going to end up losing a trump and a club from that position. Oh boy. Okay. Well, I mean, even if I can rough out the spade suit, I can't pull trumps and then get back to the south hand. I'll have squandered the king of clubs entry. Oh no. Well, it's possible East is like 6-5. East has 6 clubs and West can't switch to clubs. I don't know if that helps me in any way. I think the answer is it doesn't. Okay. Well, first question. Wait a second. If hearts are 4-0, the opponents are just cold for 6 diamonds, right? So we actually found a good save against 6 diamonds. They have no spade losers. They're losing at most 1 club. They're losing no hearts, and given the double, they're going to pick up the king of diamonds on side, or even if they don't, they'll make 5. Okay. So maybe objective-wise now, we should try and focus on getting out for down 1. At worst. And if we make it, great. So I think then, to get out for down 1, it's actually not so hard. We can rough the opening lead and lead a spade to the 10. West will win and switch to clubs. They'll go low, jack, king. And then we have all the club spots. So we will lose another club. And assuming hearts are 4-0, we will lose a heart trick. But that'll just be a spade, a club, and a heart to lose. Minus 200. Good save against 5 diamonds doubled. Final consideration is spades ever making. We have no heart losers. We lose 2 spades. It looks like we might make 5 spades, which is really sad. The singleton 10 was a big card from partner. All right, let's go ahead and rough the opening lead and lead a spade to the 10. West hops up with a king. 2 king 10 6. There's the club switch. So if I win the king, okay, I'm going to be very disappointed if there is a way to make it from here. And I end up going down one. If I win the king and lead the queen of spades, cover ruff. Then I play a heart to the ace, East shows out. I play a spade, West follows, I pitch a club. We then have a full count on the hand. I play another spade. If West doesn't ruff, I can pitch another club and take a heart finesse and lose just a trump. So West has to ruff the third spade. I overruff. I then ruff the king of diamonds, and then I play another spade. And once again, if West pitches, I pitch a club, and I only lose one heart from there. So West has to ruff again, I overruff, but then I've pulled all the trumps. Remember, I ruff with the 8 of hearts already. So West would have ruffed twice with low trumps from queen 9/4. I think this works. So if East is 3-0-5-5, and I will find out this shape when I play a heart to the ace. Okay, let's think through this one more time. So West has the ace of spades, right? I play low, jack, king. I lead the queen of spades. West covers. Otherwise, I pitch a club and continue setting up the spade suit. So I ruff, and then I lead a heart to the ace. East is going to show out, exposing the 3-0 in the majors. Hopefully. I mean, hopefully that means East is 5-5 in the minors. They might have 6 diamonds, in which case maybe there's not much I can do. No, I would still make it even if East does. Okay, I think it's good. I've analyzed enough. Hopefully we have the line of play down. So club to the jack and king. We lead the queen of spades. It's going to get covered. We ruff. So spades are set up. Now we play heart to the ace, exposing the bad heart split. Hearts are 4-0. Hearts are not 4-0. Oh my god. But East has followed with 2 spades and a heart. So we actually have a full count on the shape, which means well, we're going to make our contract. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we get any over tricks, which is sad, I believe. Just like quadruple checking this. East did bid 2 no trump unusual, showing 5-5 in the minors. I mean, against human opponents, I might actually lead the jack of hearts right now. I'm just thinking, is it ever helpful to cash a spade pitching a club? I play a spade pitching a club. West should always be able to ruff in and deny me. Oh, but East isn't going to have a count on the diamond suit. Wait a second. So spade pitching a club is actually really helpful. Because the East might declare with 3 diamonds and only 3 clubs to have started with. 1, 6, 3, 3. So if I can cash a spade to pitch a club and then take a heart finesse and then run the heart suit, East might get like pseudo squeezed and pitch all their clubs at the end. Ooh. Okay. I'm into this. What do they think 5 diamonds showed? 3 or more diamonds? Yep. I'm totally into this whole plan. Let's try and squeeze them or pseudo squeeze them for an over trick. It seems safe, at least. So we'll pitch the 10 of clubs. East throws a club. Now we can continue spade. West is going to have to ruff. Then we can run our hearts. Doesn't help us here to ruff the king of diamonds because West will still ruff the spade. We've already neutralized the heart threat. There's a second club discard. Diamond pitch and club. No! No! Oh, we tried our hardest. East was too good. They saved that club at the end, but 850. Nice result. So the opponents are... I guess they're making 5 diamonds, not 6. I assumed hearts were 4-0, but with the 3-1 heart split. Crazy double from West. I mean, I have no idea what West is doing. I think I would probably just bid 6 diamonds from the West hand on an auction like this. But we'll take 850. Feels like a good result. Maybe some players will actually swindle the opponents into giving up an extra trick. Partner opens a spade. Ooh, we have a big hand. We have 16. 3-card spade support. We can't splinter. We don't have no spades. So I guess we'll start with 2 clubs and see how the auction develops from here. 2 diamonds on our left. Partners rebid 2 spades, showing extra spade stuff. Now we could splinter. Wait, what? Hello? What do they think 3 diamonds is? What? Excuse me? Hello? I mean, both bids apparently show spade support, but it would be nice if we could splinter in diamonds, kind of getting our partner's take on whether or not they think slam is good, given that information now. I guess we can just bid 3 spades and see what they do. Partner's just going to bid 4 spades. The problem with a lot of the robots is that they don't understand Q bidding or slam tries. They also only Q bid first round control. So a hand like ace, queen, jack, 6 the spades, and king doubleton of clubs is, we're basically cold for a slam opposite that hand. And yet our partner's not going to realize that their hand is any good. They'll just count up their high card points and say it's a 10 count. This is why the diamond splinter would be great, because then that sort of hand would catch partner's eye when they're looking at 3 or 4 small diamonds over there. So if we bid 3 spades, partner's just going to bid 4. I mean, we could key card. I don't think our hand is particularly good enough to try that, but maybe I should. There's also this theory that 2 spades should deny a bunch of diamond stuff, so our singleton should be working. If partner had diamonds, they could have just doubled 2 diamonds for penalty. Or passed, if they didn't want to say anything else. It's somewhat tempting to just take over and bid keycard. I would prefer not to, but I don't know how to convince my partner that we are actually slam suitable. 3 spades shows some extra high cards. Guess I'll try that. Yeah, partner's just always bidding 4 spades, which is not helpful to our cause. I mean, the thing is, 1 key card and the trump queen is just not enough. We need a club fit. I could cubid 5 clubs. I could bid 4-0, hoping partner shows 2 with. It wouldn't be crazy for partner to have 2 key cards on this auction. I'm sure West has bid with worse before. But if partner's bidding is to be believed, that they don't have wasted diamond cards, then they kind of need to have a club fit with us. The concern is that they have a club fit which is like Queen Jack of clubs and not the king, or like King third. A non-serious 3-no trump would have been useful. I mean, I think the big problem is 4 diamonds just wasn't a splinter. If 4 diamonds was a splinter showing slam interest, then this auction would have gone much, much, much better. We could be off the trump queen. Maybe we have enough information to pick that up one way or another. So East didn't raise diamonds. Now we've seen kind of the reluctance from the robots to raise their partner suits, like, you know, specifically board 12, the previous hand. West couldn't muster up anything more than 4 diamonds on the first round with 6 card support for their partner's 5 card suit. So it's possible East has a lot of diamonds, but I think it's somewhat more likely that our partner's sitting on 3 or even 4 diamonds over there. If partner has as many as 3 diamonds to go with their 6 spades, we have no losers in the round suits. Ace, king, queen of hearts, ace of clubs will take care of their 4 round suit cards. I think I'm willing to gamble and just bid key card and get to the slam if we have 1. Maybe 1 and the trump queen. Let's see what partner does over 4-0. Partner shows 1, so we can ask about the trump queen with 5 hearts. I think I should. This will at least give us more info. Oh, great. They have the trump queen and the diamond king. Thanks, Pard. Really doing the world a good service by bidding 2 spades here with the king of diamonds. Okay. But this tells us a lot of info about partner's hand. So they have ace, queen of spades, king of diamonds. So we have 6 spade tricks. 3 hearts is 9. The ace of clubs is 10. And the king of diamonds is 11. We should have a decent chance at a 12th trick in spades. If partner has 3 diamonds, once again, we can just rough a diamond in our hand and claim. Pitching all of our round suit losers on ace, king, queen of hearts, ace of clubs. 6 no trump could be in the picture if partner happens to have the club king in addition. That would just give us 12 top tricks. I don't think we need to do it. We started out with a 16 count. Partner gave us no encouragement. I think a lot of the field is going to miss out on a slam on this hand. So I think just bidding 6 spades will do well enough for us. And obviously, if partner doesn't have the club king or the heart jack would also be a 12th trick. Although maybe a club lead would be able to beat 6 no trump in that case. Yeah, I think 6 spades will be enough for us. Diamond lead. Okay. Well, it looks like we might have done okay. But trumps could be 4-0. So diamond to the ace. Spade switch. Looks like trumps can no longer be 4-0. All right, we have our 12 tricks. 1430. Tough hand. I'm not going to spend a lot of time analyzing 6-no trump. It does look like a club lead clearly will set it. Oh, wait. The queen of clubs is protected. So double dummy 6-no trump makes. Interesting double dummy problem if you care to analyze it. I'm not going to go into details. But I think I'm pretty happy with where we ended up, which was 6 diamonds or 6 spades. Wait, what? The auction isn't even over? I'm sorry, hello, 6 diamonds? There's no final bid from me? Nice. Yeah, happy with our result, 1430. Hopefully it's a good one. On to board 14. We're a bit over halfway through the set today. Got 15 count, 4-4 in the majors. We'll open a no trump. Pass, 2 hearts. Hearts and a minor. Okay, well, we'll pass. I mean, we don't have anything to say right now. If we had a 5-card spade suit, we could bid 2 spades. If we had a 5-card minor or 6-card minor, we could bid 3 of a minor. If we had a doubleton heart, we could make a takeout double. We don't have any of these things. So we'll pass. 2 no trump by west, 3 diamonds by east. We could double for takeout, which kind of puts our side a little bit uncomfortably high. Everyone's favorable, but this should be a hand where our partner's job is to take control of the auction once we've opened a no trump. I could definitely see us getting stolen from on this deal, though, so I will pass. And we have some heart tricks, so I'm going to lead a trump. Just try and cut down on roughs. Unfortunately, this might pick off partner's trump holding, but this is an auction where we want to be leading trumps most of the time. Diamond to the king, diamond return. Sorry. 5-4 king 3, 2 diamonds return. Okay. Three of clubs. Wonderful. I think we should play low here. Partner will give us a count card, hopefully, on this trick. So we'll know what to do if Declare crosses back to hand and leads another club up. And even if Declare is leading a singleton, if we do fly ace, we don't have a profitable way to pull dummy's last trump. Not that it would necessarily matter. And so eventually Declare can just get to dummy and cash the king, queen of clubs, pitching probably a couple spade or heart losers from hand. Whereas if we play low, Declare steals a trick, we never get our club ace, but they only get 1 club trick. So they're going to have to deal with all of the hearts and spades that they have to lose eventually. So I'll play low. 3-10 king 6. Heart to the queen. Awesome. So he's passed in first seat. They've turned up with the queen of hearts. Looks like the queen jack of diamonds. Nothing in clubs. I just don't know if they have the spade king. Partner 6 of clubs looks like it was potentially high-low from a doubleton. Or sorry, not a doubleton, from 4. So East has a doubleton club. 8 of hearts makes it look like partner's high-lowing, or maybe partner's actually just trying to win the trick with the 8 of hearts. So I don't think we have a lot of info about the count on some of these other suits. Heart to the queen's a really weird play, unless partner has the heart ace, which would then automatically place the king of spades in East's hand, otherwise East has nothing. But why would partner not win the ace of hearts to play a diamond? That's weird to me. Because what if I won the king of hearts and played back a diamond? Wouldn't East be concerned about losing a heart ruff? I don't think I can do anything other than lead ace of spades spade, though. If I knew partner had the heart ace, I would lead a heart. But I'm a bit worried about losing my jack of hearts. I mean, Declare might be able to just take a roughing hook against my jack of hearts anyway. 2 of hearts, 8, queen, king. I mean, another problem, though, is if I don't cash the spade ace now, Declare is just going to win whatever I do and lead a club up, and then I have to fly ace of clubs. We'll see partner play the 2, which will confirm our count in the club suit, and then we'll have to cash the ace of spades anyway. I wonder what they think about their shape on this. 4 or more hearts, 3 or fewer spades. That's it. Okay. East is a passed hand and he's balancing, so it's not like I would trust it if it said 5-5 necessarily. But for a lot of players, they have shape requirements for these bids. I don't know, I'm going to switch to ace and a spade. I'm very uncomfortable about the whole thing, but could have switched to a low spade. I don't think that was the play, though. All right, club to the ace. Their partner follows with the 2, so we have a full count. Queen of clubs does cash. So East is 6-4, of course. Yeah. There's no way to pull that third trump from dummy. So there's just nothing we could do. I mean, a diamond lead was the best that we had. And unfortunately, no real hope on defense this time. Well, minus 110. I mean, maybe it's possible that we get to spades at the other table and don't get doubled and go down not as many as minus 110. But on to board 15. We are 5-4-2-2 with a 19 count. I'm trying to decide if I want to open this 2 now. I think I will. I don't think this is a particularly good bid. Like, even if we invert the majors and minors so that I wouldn't have a natural one of a major opener on the hand, King Queen Doubleton is such a bad holding. And my suits are really weak. I need partner to have entries. And what's the reason why you want to open 2-0? It's that so like partner with a very marginal hand can like bid Stamen and we get to game. Well, when I need partner to have entries, if we're going to make a game, I could just open a heart. Partner's going to have some values, then I can reverse into spades and show my hand that way. But I'm going to open 2-0 to just kind of mix up the auction a little bit. Partner has transferred to spades. Again, I think my hand's really bad, so I'm not going to super accept. We could bid 4 spades if I thought that I had a pretty good hand. Jack of spades is probably a bad card in a 9-card fit. Jack of hearts could be useless. King, queen, doubleton is still quite bad, so I'm just going to bid 3 spades. Partner had passed, that would have been fine. But partner's bid 3 now. Okay. Now do we want to take a bit of a flyer and leave this one in? I think the answer is no. I think we want to play in spades. And actually, this hand could be very interesting because the lead is going to come into us, the stronger hand. Other tables who open a heart, it's going to go a heart, a spade. And then the south hand is going to bid like 4 spades or something, or whatever it is you want to do. So I'm happy to bid 4 spades. Let's see what happens on opening lead. We get a club lead. Cool. Not a trump lead. Last time we had this right-sided or wrong-sided sort of thing. We got a trump lead picking off the trump suit. Does that mean West has the spade queen? Maybe. Well, ooh, okay. There are going to be a couple of interesting points here. So if spades don't split, we might only have one dummy entry. The king of spades. But we can actually overtake a club honor with the ace to get over to dummy a second time, because I really want to take 2 heart finesses. And it's not so critical that we score 3 club tricks. Like, it might be. I mean, it might be to pitch a diamond loser. But we can pitch a diamond loser from dummy on the run of the hearts, as long as one of the heart honors is on side. Ooh, this hand has become a little bit tricky. If spades are 3-1. If spades are 2-2, we're in great shape. Win the club, ace of spades, spade to the king. Heart to the jack. Sorry, I was just like thinking about the whole line of play. Heart to the jack. They switch to diamonds and set up a trick, but then I win, unblock the club, cross to dummy and trumps, ace of clubs, pitch a diamond, and then play a heart to the 10. So if spades are 2-2, we have a solid line of play that will likely make 12 tricks when one of the 2 heart honors is on side. If spades are 3-1, though, king of clubs, ace of spades, spade to the king, someone shows out. A heart to the jack, losing, and then a diamond switch, they win. Like, we could overtake the queen of clubs and play a heart to the 10, and then go ace of hearts and hope that whoever has the doubleton heart doesn't have the 3rd spade. Pitch our diamond loser, eventually rough a club back to hand. I think that's going to be my line of play. Like, if we unblock the king, queen of clubs and go ace of spades, spade to the king, and someone shows out, sure, we can pitch a diamond on the club ace. But now we can't take 2 heart finesses because we just run out of entries. We can play a heart to the jack, but the opponents win, and then they exit a diamond. They, like, pull a trump and exit a diamond, and we're stuck in hand, and we'll just have to lay down the heart ace, hope that East has honor doubleton, which might work out, you know? Like, so our line of play could fail and end up getting a bad score in comparison with the field. But I think the field line is going to be to unblock the clubs and go ace of spades, spade, and then pitch their diamond on the club ace, which looks a little bit inferior to me. Anyway. So we'll win the king of clubs. Ace of spades. Long think from west, 3 of spades. Okay. Spades have split. So what did I say? Now heart to the jack. They switch to diamonds. I win. I unblock the club. I cross to the 9 of spades. I pitch a diamond loser and take another heart finesse. Okay. Whoa! Oh my god. Why did West do that? I mean, they didn't think that we could have 5-4 in the majors for our no-trump opener. But still, what if we were 4-4 in the majors? West could have just continued clubs there, and they would have gotten another heart trick. Like, how could it ever make sense to play back a heart here? Jeez. That's crazy to me. Whew. Well, that's going to be a good result. I hope. Got a 17 count here. I mean, I was just talking about how bad King-Queen Doubleton is. But I think this really strong club suit makes this hand a little bit too good for a no-trump opener. I would have done it if we had, like, King Doubleton of spades. So not King-Queen Doubleton. Then it would be 15, and upgrading to, like, a 1-club, 2 no-trump rebid would be a little bit too much. But here, I think I'm just going to upgrade it to a 1-club followed by 2 no-trump rebid to show my values. 3 diamonds, asking for a fit in either major. We don't have it, so we'll bid 3 no. Yikes. That's not the dummy partner. That was a 6 count. We might still be okay. The king of clubs could be onside, but I'm a little bit nervous. Definitely a little bit nervous about this one. Well, let's play low. Alright, heart to the queen. Heart return. Let's try the 8 of clubs. It's not what we wanted to see. Alright. Let's pitch a diamond. Pitch another diamond. Pitch a club. They found the diamond switch. It's just going from bad to worse. I could pitch the queen of spades. We didn't get to the bad spot, but unfortunately, the king of clubs was on the wrong side. I don't know what the field's going to do on this one. I mean, they might open a club and rebid 3 clubs. Maybe they'll play it there. Just have 5 losers in that contract. Minus 150. I think the first board of the day that is clearly a losing position for us. But we're 2/3 of the way through. All right, 8 boards to go. East opens a diamond in front of us. We will overcall heart. Partner bids 2 hearts. Partner's a passed hand, so despite us having 13, I don't see any reason to look for a game. We'll just pass. Okay. We get trump lead. The robots just hate leading their partner's suit and love leading trumps. This gives us at least 1 dummy entry to take maybe a spade finesse, or to maybe take a heart finesse. Trump lead is very helpful, although it might not end up mattering. All right, let's play the queen, see if he's covers. Two of hearts is missing. I mean, West could have led from king third. I think it's a little unlikely. But partner has a really bad hand. Partner has a 6 count. It's not even a good 6 count. I wonder what inspired partner to bid over a heart with queen jack third and out. So I'm very tempted to just run the 10 of spades now. Even if we lose a heart trick by doing so, and I'm not convinced we will, I should be able to get back to partner's hand with a heart, giving up a heart trick to the king to take another spade finesse. And it seems very unlikely that West has both the king, queen of spades. They probably would have taken a call in the auction. But maybe we need to come up with, like, how many high card points and where they are, right? I guess it's possible West has a bunch of values and just didn't bid because they don't have a heart stopper. Interesting. We had 13. Partner had 6, so that's 19 total. East is limited to 13 because it's a best hand tournament. Yeah, so West actually has to have at least 8 high card points. Oh. Well, one of those is probably a club honor. If East had ace king of clubs, ace of diamonds, king of hearts, it would be 14. West might have the diamond ace, but I think I am going to run the 10 of spades. That just feels very natural to me. West is very likely to win and shift to diamonds, not clubs, given his partner's opening bid. And I can win the diamond queen and then play a low heart to the jack, or the 7 of hearts to the 8 or whatever, to get back to dummy to take a second spade finesse. Pulling trumps in the process. So I'll give up a heart trick because East probably has the king of hearts, but I will get it back in terms of a spade trick where otherwise I would lose 2 spades, but also I'll get it back in terms of setting up my spade suit before I get tapped out in clubs. So I think I like this plan. 10 of spades to the king. We do get the diamond switch. So I will play low. Interesting. Now we'll play a heart to the jack. So Ace gets to win the king, which was somewhat undeserved. Plays back a spade. That's kind of cute. We will win the it doesn't matter. 9. Pull the last trump. Take a spade finesse. And I guess we just have 3 losers. West had their 8 count. East had 13. Plus 110. Could we have made it by just pulling trumps at trick 2? Maybe? Although things get a little bit dicey because if we pull 3 rounds of trumps and then lead a low spade out of hand, East might win and play 3 rounds of clubs forcing us. And then we play another spade. West wins, plays another club forcing us. East has the diamond ace though, so it's going to take some careful work to make sure you score 110, but it can be done. Got a 20 count here. I'll open 2 no. Transfer to hearts. We will accept. Partner passes. Okay, 8 of diamonds lead. Yeah. Do we need to do some math, or can we just lead a spade up to the king and pray? Because it could be correct for us to pull trumps before trying to, excuse me, lead spades. The 8 of diamonds could, of course, be a singleton. So even if the ace of spades is on side, we might suffer a diamond ruff. But it wouldn't really matter unless hearts are 2-2. I mean, it's also possible that when we lead a low spade and East plays low, we should play the 4. Because if the ace of spades is offside, then we need West to win the second round so that East doesn't get in to give them a diamond ruff when diamonds are actually 3-2. Like, this is another hand where I think the field is really just going to win the opening lead and pull trumps. So the 60% of the time that the trumps are not 2-2, we might do better than the field by playing to ruff a spade in our hand. I'm going to win the opening lead in dummy and lead a spade, and then I'll think about what happens depending on what East does. So we'll win the king, dump the jack. I want to conceal the 6. Make sure that in case this is a singleton, East won't know about it. That tempo makes me think the ace of spades is offside. Now diamond. Now spade came back. Okay, queen of spades. I'm going to ruff low. Try and pull some trumps. Looks like we're in good shape. So it was a doubleton diamond, but trumps were 2-2. That's a little bit sad. Really hoping that trumps were 3-1 on this deal. Could have ended up scoring 650 anyway when the field was going 620. 14 count, not a particularly good one, but we'll open no trump. I'll pass. Makes me nervous. Partner has an 8 count once again. I mean, if partner's not inviting with 8, we may as well be playing 14 to 16, right? We get a spade opening lead. 4th best, we have the 2. So we have 2 spades, 2 hearts, a diamond, probably at least one more trick in the minor suits. Let's play low and see what happens trick 1. East puts in the 10, so we can win the queen. All right. It looks like we want to start leading hearts towards the dummy to try and get an entry to play clubs towards our hand. Or diamonds. It looks more natural to me to play clubs, but I'm wondering if that's actually true. Because I think the opponents are just going to continue playing major suits. So even if the clubs are somehow friendly, like I lead a heart to the jack, let's say East ducks, if they have the ace. I play a club to the jack and West wins the queen, continues spades, I win the ace. I play 2 more rounds of clubs, setting up the 4th club. They cash a couple spades, switch to hearts. I suppose I still have time for the diamond finesse. I would be a lot happier if diamonds were 3-3 with the king on side, though, because then I could set up all of my tricks immediately, and once I got in with the spade ace, I could immediately cash the 4th diamond and dummy. Like heart to the jack winning, diamond to the queen, ace of diamonds, diamond. It feels more natural to play clubs, though, and it is starting to sound as if it's a bit of a coin flip, so let's play clubs. The 9 of diamonds might make playing diamonds a little bit more attractive, but... Okay, East decides not to duck. Continues the jack of spades. I will continue concealing the deuce. Ace of clubs switch. Okay. 7 of clubs. Well, for starters, West has one of the 10 or 9 of clubs. Ace of clubs, 7 of clubs. What? And I don't think East has ace queen third. I mean, I'm like somewhat tempted to just play low here. Like, is it possible West has queen 10-9 fourth and East had ace doubleton and West just wins this and continues clubs? I think West is going to win this and continue spades, but... I mean, there are definitely layouts where I want to preserve this jack of clubs. If West has 4 diamonds and 4 clubs, they would be like 3-2, 4-4 in shape, which I guess is theoretically possible. I could strip squeeze them. Is it possible East has ace queen fourth and has gone ace of clubs club? There's no way, right? No, we're just gonna play low. Okay, king of spades comes back, sure. Now I'll play a diamond to the queen. Everything's offside. What happened on this trick? East pitched a heart. Okay. Paying attention. So I'll win the queen. Cash the diamond ace. Heart to the king. So East started with 3 spades, 4 hearts. Well, we'll play the 8 of clubs. Three spades, 4 hearts. I think 3 diamonds and 3 clubs. I don't believe we have a full count, unless I was not paying attention, which is always possible. It is getting a bit late in the video, so my focus is slipping a bit, but I don't remember East showing out on any other suits, or West showing out on any other suits. Yeah, I'm gonna play the king. No! He switched to ace of clubs low club from ace queen 10 fourth. Oh my god. So I could have made this. I just needed to stick in the jack of clubs. That was such bad defense. I mean, for one thing, I think he should duck the first heart, but that would have been revealing as well. I would have led a club to the jack holding. Okay, another unfortunate result. I mean, maybe the field will duplicate it, but some people will certainly make it on a similar line of play to what we took. 3 passes come around us. We have an 11 count in 4th seat. Let me just think for a second about opening bids. If I bid a heart, partner's somewhat likely to bid a no trump, and we're going to pass that. Are we happy? It's probably fine. I'll open a heart. Ooh, partner's bid Drury. Now, do we have any interest in game? Like, I could bid 2 diamonds to show some sort of invitational type hand. Partner's limited to 11, which we already kind of knew they're a passed hand. But if they fit our hand, if they have, like, club shortness, spade values, we could barely make a thin game. I think I'm just going to bid 2 hearts. Okay. Some good news, some bad news. The good news is that on this club lead, it looks like game doesn't have much play. The bad news is that they got off to a club lead, which might not have been automatic for them. I'm going to duck trick 1. It's possible clubs are 5-2, and whoever has the diamond ace doesn't have the 3rd club. So we might have some chance of pitching a club loser eventually. We have some more problems to deal with after this, but this seems like the clear first step. We get a spade switch. That's great news for us. Because now we can lead diamonds up to set up a potential discard. Okay, we have a lot of thinking to do. I mean, for starters, should we put up the spade queen? Can it be ever useful to preserve the queen of spades? Like, what sort of spade position could playing low help with? You have to imagine East is not going to fly king from whatever their holding is. They'll either put in the jack or the 10 from king jack or king 10. Could win the ace, play back a spade. I mean, not immediately, but eventually. And like maybe if West has switched to the 7 from like 10-9-7, it would be helpful, but I think we should just put up the queen. Okay, East has played the king. We should definitely win the ace. Make sure that we can set up our diamond pitch. And how many trumps should we cash? The answer might be none right now. Maybe we should just play a diamond immediately. Because if I pull 1 trump and then lead a diamond, let's say East wins the ace, plays back a club, I win, I pitch... Or sorry, I guess East could win the ace and play back a trump. And then I could win, West might show out, I duck a spade, East wins, pulls another trump, and while I do get one discard on the Queen of Diamonds, I can't ruff both spades and dummy. So I think for now we play a diamond. West wins the ace. Continues a spade to the 9. Oh no, West is roughing this trick. No! It was a singleton, and East didn't split their honors. No, oh my god! Oh, this went so badly. 110. I didn't spend enough time. I should have cashed one trump. East couldn't actually have the King of Clubs, King of Spades, Queen Jack of Hearts, and Ace of Diamonds, as I was fearing, or suggesting, because they would have opened. Also, it would give them a 13 count, and they're limited to 11. Yeah, cashing one trump would have prevented one of these tricks from happening. Ugh, that's brutal. Also, why did West not continue clubs? It's so crazy for West not to continue clubs at trick 2. Jeez. 110. Alright, we got 4 more hands. Let's try and focus and have a good finish. I mean, we've had a couple of now pretty bad results in a row, which is not what we want to be doing down the stretch. Partner passes, East opens a club. We have a 14 count. The normal bid would be to overcall diamond. I think an alternative would be to make a takeout double, both of which seem fine, although a diamond is pretty normal. I'm gonna overcall a no trump for a weird reason. I think this is our best way to find a major suit fit. If I overcall diamond, West might bid like 1 spade or something, and partner's never gonna come in with a 5-card heart suit. So I like a no trump because partner's always gonna transfer to a 5-card major. I don't have like a lovely hand, but I do have a 5-card diamond suit, which might take some tricks. My club stopper isn't ideal, but I mean, I don't have anything wasted. It's not, it's like King, Queen, Doubleton of clubs or King, Jack, Doubleton. It's at least King, Doubleton. All of my honors are working. Let's do it. This will mix things up a bit. 2 clubs, pass, pass. I think we should bid 2 diamonds now. It also looks like partner doesn't have a heart or spade suit, right? We could make a takeout double. That's interesting. I suspect we have a pretty big diamond fit because partner didn't bid 2 hearts or 2 spades, so they're limited to at most 4-4 in the majors. But a takeout double would allow us to get to a 4-3 major suit fit, and that actually looks like it plays pretty well on our cards. I'm going to bid 2 diamonds, though. I think this is reasonable. There's also some chance that partner has a Doubleton diamond and pulls to 2 hearts with 4-4. Or this happens. Whoa. Well, something crazy is going on. So partner has 4 spades. That's nice. East has extra club length, maybe? I don't think I'm going to compete. The real question is, do I want to double? I think the answer is no. I don't have a great opening lead, especially not after this 2-heart bid from West. So I'll pass. Excuse me? Partner has a diamond fit? all of a sudden. They couldn't bid diamonds over 2 hearts, but now they can. Fine. Brief pause. Think about whether or not 3 spades is going to be a good contract. It sounds as if partner might be something like 4-3-4-2 in shape. So we have a club and maybe 2 hearts to lose. We probably have no diamond losers. We might lose a spade. That would be 140. What's West shape? West bid 2 clubs and then bid 2 hearts. So West probably only has 4 hearts. If someone has a 5th club, it's probably East. So West might be something like 3-4-2-4. Yeah, spades could be 4-3-3 around the table. I'm getting a little bit more excited about the potential of playing in 3 spades. It does really seem like this contract is just going to play well. And everything's splitting. So that means East shape would be 3-3-2-5, which again, I mean, this all is starting to add up. Let me think about how the auction's going to go if we overcall a diamond or make a takeout double, just to see where the field might end up. Because if the field is like selling out to 3 clubs, undoubled, I think that we're going to do okay just by going plus. So let's say we overcall diamond. It goes a heart on our left. Our partner bids 2 diamonds. It goes support double on our right. We pass. It might go something like 3 clubs, pass, pass, 3 diamonds, or 3 clubs, 3 diamonds. So the field's probably getting to 3 diamonds if they overcall a diamond. If it goes a club, takeout double. A heart. A spade by partner. Support double. We pass. 2 clubs by West. Pass, pass, pass. So if you take the unusual view of making a takeout double, you might sell out to 2 clubs or something. I think I like my read on the hand. I believe that I think I know the distribution around the table. Most likely, probably like 80 to 90% is what we've called. And therefore spades are 4-3-3. And that makes playing in a 4-3 spade fit a lot more profitable. Okay, let's do it. I'm in. Why does this show 4 to 5 spades? Wow, that could have gone poorly. Interesting. Well, okay. And it looks like I'm really wrong about the diamond layout because East is leading singleton. Huh. Okay, let's reevaluate the layout of the suits around the table. So East has a singleton diamond, a doubleton heart. Huh? That's not possible. Because then he would be 5-5 in the black suits and open a club. That's not what's going on. Okay. So East has a doubleton heart and like 3 small diamonds. 5 clubs and 3 spades. All right, we're back on track. It looks like spades are probably still splitting. Man, partner was hyper aggressive with whatever was going on over there. I mean, we're down at least 1, right? We have 2 spades, a heart, and a club to lose off the top. And they should... Well, wait a second. Wait a second. Maybe we're not down 1. If we lose 2 spades, a club, and a heart, that's good enough. And meanwhile, in a diamond contract, they're going to have the same losers as long as the spades split. So, okay. I'm back on board. Well, let's win the whatever diamond at trick 1 and probably pull some trumps. I think my general plan is going to be to play a spade to the 9 on the first round of the suit, unless East plays a high card. And then I'll win the ace and probably duck 1 on the way back. Yeah, ace of clubs and a club is like an unfortunate attack by the defense. Because now if I pull another trump, they win and force main clubs, and I lose out on heart trick. So we got to set up hearts now, or at least play a high heart. West had 4 spades. That's really unfortunate. I mean, at least we can cash out hearts. But it looks like this diamond is not surviving. Down 2. Yeah, I mean, the auction all makes sense. If spades were splitting, we would have made that contract. West would have had 1 more diamond and 1 fewer spade, and there is nothing the defense could do. But minus 200 and 3 diamonds, you might make it. So that's going to be another bad board. I'm not convinced that one's on us, though. I mean, we did take a position, but I think we took a very reasonable position and got some bad luck. 15 count here. We get to open a no trump. Hooray. These are not the... Oh, God. These are really not the types of hands that we have 10 high card points in clubs producing 2 tricks, but also we missed our 10 card heart fit. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, let's try our best. I mean, I'm going to duck trick 1. I don't think putting up the queen has any hope of getting them to misdefend, so I'm going to play low. They switch to clubs. Gonna win the ace. Lead a heart. And they play back a club. Okay. Well, we're going to go plus, but that's not necessarily good news for us, because everyone in hearts is still going to be able to set up at least a diamond trick. So sadly, this is still not going to be a great result. I don't know why they switched to clubs instead of continuing spades. I'm thankful for it. But man, plus 90. So we've had, what, 4 just awful results in a row? Looks like it's not going to be our event once again. That's okay. 15 count will open to no trump. Diamond lead. So we got 3 diamond tricks. 3 tricks outside. Looks like the thing to do is to go after the club suit for extra tricks. So I guess the plan in general is going to be to like run the 9 of clubs and then play a club to the queen. King of hearts. I'll duck that trick. Queen of hearts. West played the 2, then the 8. So East is turned up with the Ace of Diamonds and the King, Queen, Jack of Hearts, which makes it pretty unlikely that East has much else. So that makes me think the King of Clubs is offside, the King, Queen of Spades are offside. No guarantee, right? It's not like East was a passed hand or anything, but the more values that they have, the more likely it is they're going to take a call at some point in the auction. They could have shape, especially because it looks like East might have 5 hearts to the King, Queen, Jack. Possibly. Maybe it's only 4. If it's only 4 hearts, I could duck this trick. I mean, eventually I'm going to end up end playing West into leading black suits for me. At least that's the hope. We can strip the red suits and, for example, lead a low spade towards the Jack 10 in dummy. But I would like to win this trick if I knew that hearts were 5-2. Because then I might be able to end play West into giving me 2 spade tricks as well as set up the 4th club. The line of play would be like Ace of Hearts, run the 9 of clubs to West. West could exit a diamond, but then I cash all the diamonds, I go Ace of Clubs, club. West gets end played with the King, 3rd of clubs, and has to lead spades away from the king-queen. If I duck this trick, though, East might switch to diamonds or spades or something, and while I'll still have an end play on West, I'm going to have to pitch one of my winners effectively on the Ace of Hearts later in the play. So as usual, it looks like a little bit of a guess. I think I'm tempted to say that clubs are unlikely to be 3-3. In which case, ducking this trick feels fine. Yeah, I could duck this trick, like let's say East switches to... Let's say East just plays back a diamond for lack of anything better to do. I could win the 10, cash the heart ace, pitching a club, run the diamond suit, and then lead a low spade. And once again, West kind of gets end played as before. So I never score my 4th club, but at least I don't have to worry about losing 2 extra heart tricks, because hearts were 4-3 and East has king, queen, jack, 9. All right. There's the diamond return. So we'll win the 10, cash the heart ace, pitching, as we said, a club, I think. Hearts were 4-3. Okay, I'm just trying to be as careful as possible about all of this. Because I don't want to cash diamonds and then lead a low spade and have East win the spade trick and then cash a heart. I would like to avoid that if possible. I guess that actually doesn't matter. I could pitch a club on the heart, East returns whatever, and then I go ace of a black suit, ace of the other blacks, or ace of a black suit and play West into giving me the hook in the other black suit. Yeah, okay. I like this plan. So we strip the diamonds. Exit a low spade. Okay, East wins. They get to cash the jack of hearts, and West gets squeezed on this trick, in theory. Now a club comes through, so I'm gonna go ace of clubs, ace of clubs, queen of clubs. Hopefully West is getting end played into leading a spade. All right. Well, we made a no trump. Man, king doubleton of clubs offside. Well, there's some good news and some bad news. The good news is with clubs not 3-3 and the king of clubs offside, players who just take the kind of simple line of let's lead a club to the queen and hope the clubs split might end up going down. But it looks like we might have been able to do a little bit better depending on if we had guessed the clubs. Like, if we picked off the king doubleton of clubs with West, maybe we actually could do a little bit better on this deal, making 120. Last board of the set today. We have 19, so I guess we'll open 2-0. To, as usual, throw a bit of a wrench in things. Partner bids 3-0. We get a spade lead. Finally, it looks like we got a good board. It took a long time for our kind of random no-trump ranges to pay off, but this is a hand that would not respond to one club opening bid. Maybe the opponents would save us, but I don't think we would reach 3-0. And we haven't made this yet, but it does look like we have decent chances to make 3-0 trump. So let's put up the 10 of spades, unblock the suit. Trick 1. East plays the king, so we'll win. I'm gonna lead the... I'm gonna lead the 10 of clubs. I want them to win the first club trick, and an opponent with like ace doubleton might not duck if I lead the 10, but if I lead the king, they probably will duck. Okay, so the 10 of clubs holds. Let's continue setting up the suit. King of clubs. Okay, West shows out, pitching a spade, and now East is going to play a spade through. Or not. East is going to play the Jack of Hearts through. Now, are we going to learn from our mistake on the previous board that when they do this, they have honors in the suit? Like on board 19, Ace of Clubs, low club, Ace Queen 10 fourth. It's not great defense. I mean, obviously East should just be returning spades here. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to win the Ace of Hearts, play a club to dummy, and then lead a heart to the queen. And if West started with King Doubleton of Hearts, West does then end play it into leading spades or diamonds. If they lead spades, I get my 9th trick immediately. If they lead diamonds, I mean, I might have a little bit of a guess to do, whether to stick in the 8 or the Jack, but I have some opportunity to set up my 9th trick in diamonds with clubs still as an entry. Okay, there's a diamond pitch, so now let's lead a heart to the queen. Well, we got our 9th trick, the last heart set up. Oh, and East has the Jack of Spades, wonderful. So we just have all the tricks from here, 430. We end on a high note, finally. Finally, an okay result. But man, down the stretch, I mean, boards 19, 20, 21, and 22 all were quite bad for us. I think a couple of other subpar boards throughout the day. But we had some good ones. 3-0 down 3 can't be great. All right, this is not going to be as good as yesterday. How did we end up? 66.5. That's actually incredible. Wow, even some of the boards that I thought were bad, like 19, we actually did okay. A no trump down 1, even though we should have made this. 2 hearts down, or 2 hearts making 2 was bad. 3 spades down 2 was bad, of course. 22, a no trump making 1 was actually amazing. Oh, do the opponents have like a spade game? Oh my god, they have a spade game. They lose 2 clubs. They make 5 spades on that one. I was not even paying attention. East forgot to balance. East was 5-5 in the black suit. It's a good spade suit. Never came in. That's kind of cool. So, okay, we got one back. But overall, I was not too happy with the set. I'm still thankful that we had a good session, 66 and change. One of the things that I think was a bit of a negative for us today is that we didn't get as many hundreds as we had yesterday. We have 100% board, and while we have a handful of boards in the 90s, which is always nice, the getting that extra small percentage for the just beating everyone by getting to a different contract or playing the hand a trick better or something effectively kind of pushes you up into that next threshold to score 70% or so on the session. But 66.5, this means that we're definitely in qualifying position going into tomorrow. We're going to need a big round. We'll probably need a 72, 73, but it looks like it's possible if we can avoid some of these big zeros, which I honestly think we're a little bit unlucky on some of the deals today, like board 16 specifically. If that king of clubs was on side, we would have been, at least we would have had a chance to make 3 no trump. We would have had 8 tricks off the top and the potential to set up a 9th. So, we just need things to go a little bit better for us tomorrow. But thanks for watching. Make sure you click the like button on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And stay tuned for tomorrow's set as we wrap up the 2024 NABC Robot Individual.